and welcome to Three Men in a Shed Wargaming channel. Today we've been at Hammerhead 2025 and I got the absolute pleasure of speaking to Guy Bowers, the editor of WS&S Magazine. Let's have a look. Right, so carrying on our interviews for the day, I'm here with Guy from WS&S Magazine, one of the world's premier wargaming magazines.
We don't do that. We let other people. We don't put anything on the title. You make up your own mind.
Well, I've made up mine. Let's carry on.
Yeah.
So, how are you finding the show today? What are your particular highlights?
Oh, crikey. Well, the thing is the shows at the Stevenson Centre really do set a precedent. You've got Partisan, you've got the other Partisan, and of course Hammerhead. And of course, if you know a little bit of the history, this show was the science fiction and fantasy Partisan, going back a long time. But then, of course, the New Yorker regulars dropped the science fiction and fantasy Partisan, and then somebody else said, "Oh, we fancy doing that." And Jix and I didn't mind, so it became Hammerhead.
Wow, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, it's absolutely packed today, which is really nice.
Yeah, and they've got a great venue here at the Newark Showground.
Perfect.
Yes.
So, have you any particular highlights for yourself looking around, or just...
Oh, you're asking me to pick out one. I mean, are we talking about the, that massive World War II D-Day game in 6mm?
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful beach landing, though. It does look great.
Oh, it looks awesome. Tells the story, which is really grand. And then let me see, there's the Midgard games, which James Morris has been running. There's all sort. I mean, the beautiful thing is they're all participation games. I've been walking around taking pictures for the magazine and putting it online. And people are saying, "Oh, do you fancy a game?" And I'm going, "Oh, if only I could."
Yeah, I'd love to, but there's everything from the Starship Troopers right the way through, like you say, to World War I and II. We've talked to quite a few people about it as well. It's been fantastic so far. So, as a man with his ear to the ground, have you got anything coming up quite soon that we should...
It's what I can talk about and what I can't talk about.
Oh, I like this already.
Oh, well, you see, the trouble is I have, obviously, being into the trade, I'm talking about various things.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff which I can't really talk about, where I've got to wear my dog collar. But one thing I can do, we were very fortunate that Rich Clarke of TooFatLardies came down to our local club, which is basically a listen hut, down in the deepest parts of Devon, to show us Chain of Command 2.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Yes.
Well, can you tell us any more about that one then?
It was a really fun game.
Yeah.
Rich is a great storyteller, and it really opened my eyes, because I previously played Chain of Command 2, but it's one of those stories where you need a master to show you, because basically what they're doing is they're revamping the rules to make them clearer.
Yeah.
Because Rich himself will admit that the first edition was a little bit foggy in places. So they've got a new layout, and each section is going to have its own little mini index as well as having an index in the back. So it's much easier for idiots like me who just go, "Oh, how does this work?" And you can go, you turn to page 6 in the rule book, it's going to be there.
Okay, so it caters for people who are learn by doing as well as learn by reading, which I am a learn by doing guy, so that makes sense to me.
Yes.
I like that a lot. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so obviously having a lovely time through the show, a lovely little look around.
Yeah.
Bit of an update on what's going on, and what's going on with you guys in the magazine.
Oh, crikey, yeah. Well, we're working on the next issue of the magazine, which is always a challenge. Oh, and my boss would flay me alive if I weren't to mention the fact we're now doing the magazine online. So the idea is we have a subscription. It's called WSS Online, and effectively you pay a little subscription each month. You get a copy of the PDF, but you also get the ability to go back and have access to all of our back issues.
That is a lot of back issues.
Yeah, it is.
Not exactly,
134.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you can link through articles, and that'll take you through to that specific
So you can literally type in the Battle of Bunker Hill, and it will tell you which issue it is, and then you can then load up the exact pages. You can also take the maps from the thing and then print them out separately. So then if you want handouts for your players, you can do all that. So It's very clever.
That's a very, very modern and impressive function, to be honest. It's
Yeah,
also
it
going
is.
to kill quite a bit of my spare time. So thank
Well,
you
even
for
better.
that.
You know, always happy to. You know, that's the thing. Sharing the love.
Exactly. Well, look, it's been absolutely brilliant talking to you, and thank
Awesome.
you so much for giving us some
Thank
of your
you
time.
for your time.
Cheers. And if you can give us a bit of an insight into your next issue.
Oh yeah. This is the bit I forgot. So you guys are really kind putting this bit at the
Happy
end,
to.
because I've been running around like crazy today. So yeah, I might want to mention that our next issue is on the rise of Napoleon from consul to emperor.
Wow.
So we're covering things like the final Italian campaign, the Marengo campaign, and also Napoleon's time in Egypt.
Wow.
So that is going to be good fun.
That is going to be a lot of content to fit into a few hundred pages. But
Ah,
sounds
well,
great.
yeah. I mean, the trick is, it's not all going to be about Napoleon. We can have World War II in there,
Right.
some Dark Age stuff as well. So yeah, we're making sure there's some decent content for our readers.
Variety for everyone.
Indeed.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
There we go. So yeah, got that in now.
And make sure to subscribe.
So yeah, cracking catch up with Guy there. Big takeaway from me was the new format, that modernising of the magazine. I love that you can now go on, search for your particular area of wargaming interest, or I suppose historical interest, and it'll just bring up all of the data and detail from all of those previous issues, and you can scan through, get them all on your phone or onto your laptop and have a good old read. I thought that was absolute genius. Cross-issue functional thread. I loved it. So I've been playing around with that quite a bit. I'm sure we've got a few pictures of that happening right about here. Also, I thought it was very interesting getting insights onto the show, how they've changed over the years, and we had a big old chat off camera as well about different games, different mechanisms. And I'm hoping that Neil is going to get Guy onto this channel again soon to chew the fat about quite a few of those things, especially around RPGs. That was a fun debate. On that note, thank you very much for joining us. Guy, thank you for giving us your time as aforementioned, and we'll see you all soon.